Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter. In Chicago Business Today, Allstate's challenge. Allstate can't seem to keep policyholders in its good hands, despite ads like this.
So get Allstate. You could save a few bucks and be better protected from mayhem like me.
The Northbrook-based company's policy renewal rate in the third quarter dropped to its lowest level since the depths of the recession, and the number of auto policies in effect has been falling for almost 3 years. As a result, Allstate's latest earnings report fell short and the stock took a hit. Joining me to talk more about Allstate's challenges is Crain senior reporter Steve Daniels. So Steve, the numbers not looking good at Allstate. Is this all about the competition here?
Well, a lot of it's about the competition. It's a very competitive business. Allstate has been suffering these sorts of market share losses, this market share erosion for some period of time. The difference is now they really want to change that. Before, they didn't worry about that. They wanted to preserve their profit margins. That was the thing that was most important to them. But now they're back in a growth mode, and they're not showing any growth signs yet.
CEO Thomas Wilson has tried to convince people of, Allstate's merits with these mayhem ads, talking about the problems that people might face with, quote, cut-rate insurers. Why haven't these ads worked for Allstate?
To this point, they haven't. They've increased their ad budget. They're spending more on advertising. And I think it's fair to say, and they made it clear, that they were disappointed in the third quarter's results.
The renewal rate dropped, so what's Allstate saying about that?
That's a big problem for them, and they've wanted to turn that around now for a while. They put a big emphasis on customer loyalty and improving it. They tied the company's 401k contributions to customer loyalty. When you don't hold on to your existing customers, that makes it almost impossible to grow.
So why isn't Allstate then cutting prices across the board to try to attract more customers and keep the ones they have?
Well, simple, profit margins. They don't want to lose their profit margins. That is what is the most enticing thing about that stock and that company, other than the fact that it's undervalued. It's got industry-leading profit margins, and the reason they do is because they don't cut their prices as much as the other guys do.
What are the customer satisfaction surveys saying? Does Allstate provide that superior service?
No, but they're improving. They put a big emphasis on it. I mean, I don't think Allstate has been known for its claim service and management over the years as much as, say, the State Farms of the world, but it's improving. And those surveys do show that they're closing the gap with the Progressives and the Geicos and the State Farms of the world.
So what does Allstate need to do from here then to try to win those customers back from the Geicos and the Progressives of the world?
I think it's an open question whether you can do that and not be price competitive. Now, Allstate would take issue with that, and they'd say we are price competitive. It depends on what kind of customer you are. We want certain kinds of customers, and we don't want other kinds of customers. Nonetheless, they also want to grow the top line, and they're not doing that.
And what are analysts saying?
Well, I think analysts were very disappointed with the third quarter. The stock is undervalued, so meaning that it's trading below its book value. So a lot of analysts continue to be bullish on the stock, saying it's got to come up to a more normalized valuation, regardless of whether they improve their performance all that much. But I think that there's a sense that things are improving. They're just improving very slowly.
All right, Steve, this will be one to watch. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. For more on this story, be sure to check out this week's print edition of Crain's and chicagobusiness.com. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.